Good morning, guys. Welcome back. How are we doing today? Hello, hello. We're just gonna go through all the pairs just to see what's happening. Your AD broke this level, did a retest. Now this looks like the third retest already. I guess it's a bit dangerous because I would think for some buys, but the way it's coming, it did retest, closed a pretty good bullish, then boom, all this drop. It's not okay. How are you? COVID free? Yeah, I'm COVID free since last week. Or I don't know. It's been a week, I guess. Okay, AUD CAD. We took a loss yesterday on NZD GPY. It faked us. And this was the trade here. This was the breakout and was supposed to be a retest, but it pushed all the way up. I think EJ4 is still there. What do you think? EJ 4 hour. You're thinking about this. In one way, it looks like it already did the move or the breakout retest, even though the breakout was not clear like it should be. Let me see the 1 hour. We do have a small support here, and it can look like a rejection. Then you have the level here on the 1 hour, which is the same as the 4 hour. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not sure about this. Euro news later. Let's see. Yeah, in 2.5 hours some news. Okay, look. Let's see. First of all, EJ was at a major zone. The fact that it couldn't continue to the upside and also having this strong resistance here, which now actually turns out to be, it was a support while price was dropping. Now it turns into a resistance. The thing is, yesterday we didn't break this. But today we are going below that, and we have a close on 1 hour, even on the 4 hour, maybe, if we can say. It's not the safest. I don't know if we can take this. It can work, but I don't know. I'm not sure right now. I think I'm just gonna skip for now. Euro USD is a nice small consolidation. Yeah. Yes, it is. It's a nice small consolidation here. But it doesn't have a big range to the upside to fill. Like, it's a small range. See, 10 pips. How many pips we're gonna need for a breakout in the first place? If the whole range is 10 pips, that's a bad thing. Because as a consolidation box, looks perfect. Just how we like it. Let's see, GBP, JPY, a close above, a retest, and continuation. Look, I would say leave GBP alone right now because it's very messy. Just look at the chart. Look at this movement that happened yesterday. A lot of weird movements happened last night, and I wouldn't believe trading it inside of this big consolidation, unless it breaks below 151 point, let's say 400, then okay, I would look at this. But otherwise, inside here, it's pretty messy. Maybe what I would do is I would take a break above 151.850 or 900. This I would do, because this is a strong level here. This one, as you can see yesterday, how it got rejected a lot of times. We didn't have luck yesterday to get a retest here, even though it came later on and got a very nice pullback to the downside, but it was coming from another zone, so we didn't want to risk. Anyway, the level got respected a lot, so only a move to the upside I would consider, or to the downside. Inside, there's no trade inside of this consolidation. It's too risky. Let's check GA. It looks good. Yeah, it does look good. GA looks pretty nice. Morning guys. Welcome back. Yeah, GA looks pretty nice. It looks good. We're gonna keep an eye on GA. If it happens to close above this, maybe it can give us some nice pips. And I agree, maybe even some more rejections here or some more consolidation. Then we would have a nice trade in our hands. This Euro USD, I don't know what to do here because the range is very small. You know, unless we take like a 5 pip breakout, we can take a 5 pip breakout because in this case it would be pretty strong in the first look, you know, pretty far from this resistance. I don't know, we can make a decision when we see the close above. Until then we gotta wait. GBP USD. Man, it looks so messy. It's too messy, too messy. It is a mess on GU. Look, GU has a lot of levels in between, and I don't know where you drew this level 732. My level is here, and right now GU is pushing above this, which is a 4-hour level 2. There's play on levels, but this one looks better. Now GU is pushing up. If it does continue like this, we might have a trade here. If it does continue like this, we might have a trade. So let's see. Let's wait. Especially if we do have a candle without a top wick here. Yeah, I think we can take it. Looks some nice bullish momentum. Also the 4-hour, look at the 4-hour. The 4-hour is going above all the previous rejections that GU had before. So I'm taking this unless it rejects all the way down. Let's just wait and see. It's a little bit messy, yeah, it is, but I think it can work. Herman, morning, Mohammed, welcome my friend. What about your GPY? I don't know, to be honest. Taking sells here doesn't look like a good idea. You know, we had even a better chance yesterday on SDJPY, and it was very clear. This is nowhere near the SDJPY, and to take this, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna skip this because we do have better chances. Look, look, look. GU should be a very epic trade. I can feel it. It should be. The way the candles are forming, it's gonna be nice. Look how strong this candle is, and it's coming all the way from down here. So if we manage to push a little bit more, close without a top wick, come for a retest around here, maybe just a little bit of deeper retest, we're getting some easy pips here. And I think, yeah, I think we can get some easy 20 pips. And it should push around this zone. Like, it can make an easy 30 pip move to the upside. And we don't really have any kind of news coming up. So we should be fine. Except for Euro news and some USD news in 6 hours, we're good to go. This morning we're good to go. Yeah, this is what I'm waiting for now. We have a few more minutes to wait until it closes and we're good to go. Let's see if we get a chance, because not every day you get a chance. Yesterday, for example, we were unlucky. Today we need some luck. Let me check something. Now we're just checking GU if it's making a retest on the 30-minute, but no, that was not the case. Because I've seen, like yesterday, GJ did a retest on the 30 minutes, and then on the 1 hour it didn't come at all. And I'm gonna look these days just to see if that is gonna be a common thing every time or not. because the 30-minute maybe has changed between the years. But like I've said before, 30-minute was not a safe time frame to trade from because it turned out to make a lot of fakeouts. Now maybe it's a bit different, I don't know, but I'm gonna watch it for a few days and see what happens. What do you have here, Logic? New Zealand US dollar. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing going left. If there's nothing on the left, then yeah, this could turn out to be nice. Except if it doesn't push up, because it might push all the way up. Right now, you see, most of the USD pairs are on consolidation right now. So we don't know. EU is in consolidation, as the US dollar is in consolidation. GU kind of the same. Retest doesn't happen on 1 hour mostly nowadays. It happens on 30 minutes mostly. Well, it happens on the 1 hour also mostly. It just depends on different pairs and different situation. You know, when there's a lot of momentum, it is logical that you might not get a retest, because there's a lot of momentum, and maybe it does a retest on a lower time frame and just goes all the way up. Well, the market is in good conditions, and you can expect a retest. This can be good. USD. I see lots of rejections. Lots of rejections. Let's see. I don't know if we can trust fully USD. As the level looks not bad. Like 5 hours of rejecting this and more from before, and also coming from another resistance, it can turn out to be nice. And we do have some good range to fill to the downside. If it respects this level, then we do have a good range to fill. It's around 20 pips, perfect. GU might reject all the way down before London Open. Who knows? It might reject. But it would be very nice if we do have a good close here. Let's see, we need to close for like 7-8 pips. If we get 10, even better. The stronger the candle, the better. We'll see. USD. See, we need a pretty strong close also here. Like 7-8 pips would be nice. Looks like it's gonna push down, so we might get something here. Do you have any other business or you do only trading? Yeah, I do have another business, but I do mostly trading. I don't deal with the other business. I only deal with trading. This is where I'm focused at, and this is what I do. It's always good to create other businesses, you know, to create multiple income if you can. Not rely only in one thing, because you never know. You never know what can happen. You need to have a backup plan always. Can you check GA? We talked about GA before. Let's see what's happening. Right now, nothing. Right now, nothing. We said we're gonna wait for a break above this level here. We're gonna wait for that level to break, and right now it's a bit too far. And not sure if we're gonna get anything there. My only hope is in GBP US dollar if we get a better close. We have another 10 minutes left, and in 10 minutes we need to push and close at least like 7, 8. I would like 10 pips, but I don't know if that's possible right now. A lot of things can happen in 10 minutes, so I'm not gonna rule out anything. What pair gives you the best volume from? Look, the best pairs usually for London are GBP pairs and Euro pairs. GBP pairs are always the best. They always move a lot. Like if you go and watch our trades from before, you know, you can see that a lot of them are GBP or Euro. Sometimes USD CAD can be good, you know. USD CAD can be good too, but I guess mostly GBP. What kind of business do you do? It's different businesses, you know. It's good to invest. It's good to buy property, for example, because the value never goes down. You never lose almost on property. The price always gonna be going up. And here we go, GBP USD's got rejected. I guess we're not gonna be lucky enough today. Yet again. EU, it's still at the same place. I guess only your JPY did respect the zone and got rejected. One of them had to. Gold doesn't have a lot of volume on London, my friend. If you want to trade gold, go with the New York session, because that's when gold does the big movements. I don't see many people trading gold on London session. The people that I know that trade gold trade it mostly on New York session, and sometimes on Asian session too. Can happen also on Asian session, but on London it doesn't move that much. Yeah, just do some back testing on New York session and see how it goes. You know, gold can pay a lot if you know how to trade it. It's pretty risky to trade, but you know, if you get used to it, if you check everything, if you know a little bit of fundamentals, gold can be very, very nice, you know. Yen having good close, let's see. Looks like GU is out of options right now because we have 3 minutes left and it's not happening. Now the thing is that I want to take this trade, but I wanted the breakout in this candle. Now if the next candle closes, then comes for retest, it's different, right? Because I want to go with this momentum here. After the next candle up, things changed. Things are not the same. So we're gonna skip this and go to Euro NZD. Yeah, Euro NZD here. We're checking it. Let's see how many pips we get in the close here. It's around 8 pips. Yeah, it's almost 9 pips. I guess it's good. No. I guess it's a good close. Let's see what happens. We have a 20 pip range. It shouldn't be a problem for your NZD here. If we get a retest, it's gonna be nice. And it wants to close without a bottom wick, so that's even better. Let's go in. A breakout without a bottom wick. If we get an instant retest, that would be perfect. Because that's what it looks like we're gonna get. Let's go in, let's go. Just a matter of time now. Okay, we do have a breakout. Let's see if we get the retest. Starting to push right away. If we have some luck and doesn't push first before it comes for retest, then it's gonna be great. Let's see, it's starting to push right away. We're gonna enter around 600. We're not gonna let this go just for 1 or 2 pips. Stop loss, entering at, actually I'm gonna enter at 580, 590. So stop loss, yeah, around 10 pips above the breakout candle. I think there's no need for more than that. Stop loss above the breakout candle. Let's see if it comes, because it's getting pretty close right now. See if we have some luck and we're taking this. Almost there. Another 2-3 pips and we got this. This is what I was afraid of, that it rejects too early. This is what I was afraid of. See, in 2 minutes, it's already almost there. This is a good thing. We get plenty of time to let this work out slowly. We just need to come at 580 at least, because see, we have more room to go up. This is the first, but also it can come a little bit deeper where see these rejections are. So we can't risk to enter too early. Just gotta wait just a little bit more. If it goes bearish, we're done probably. Here we go. I don't know, man. We don't have enough luck these days for this retest. It's making a perfect rejection now. Here we go, going bearish, 8 pips, almost 10 pips already. It just didn't come enough. It was almost like a 10 pip range. Can we go, once we have a break on 1 hour, can we go on the 15-minute candle? Because it's rejecting for the 15-minute candle. I don't see a reason why going to lower time frames to enter. It's the same thing. You're just going to wait for the level to hit and enter. It's not, you don't have to go to lower time frames at all. You're just making things more complicated. Going to a different time frame for no reason. I mean, if it feels easier for you to go to 15 minutes to enter, you can do it, of course. But for me, there's just no reason, because this is the level, this is where I'm gonna enter. There's no reason to go to lower time frames at all. Yeah, I guess not coming. I guess it left us. Even though there's still time if it doesn't fill the range, I might still consider this taking. But I guess we're gonna fill the range. NZD, your NZD was a perfect setup. Just no luck for us. Yeah, Nick, you found this perfect setup, but yeah, no luck. Let's see, maybe we get a chance. But the thing is, we got rejected. It's not gonna feel safe as it would feel on the first, on the first touch. Coming again, the more it comes, the higher chances to turn out to be a fake out. Do you get on the breakout or the retest? No, we get on the retest. We wait for the breakout, then we wait for the retest to enter. because you never know if you're gonna get the breakout. It's too risky. I think, yeah, but you're too early in the trade, I think. And look at this, for example. It's making you use a way bigger stop loss than needed by entering too early. And you're getting all this drawdown instead of having this profit in your side. And the fact that price is rejecting it earlier doesn't mean that this always happens, because you have more setups coming to make the perfect retest than having setups that reject earlier than expected. You know, I would recommend to go just with a safe way better, and you also use less. The stop loss is going to be smaller, and you have all this range here that can be in profit for you, so you don't get this much drawdown without having the need to. See, because it's too early now. It's too early. It's only 10 minutes in the candle. There's a lot of time for this to go 100 times more and then reject again. You know, you've seen before. We took trades where we had the move or we had the rejection on the last 10 minutes, even on the last 5 minutes sometimes, you know. Yeah, it can still come. I hate that it got rejected once, but since it didn't come to the next level, I guess we're still good to go. This looks like the next zone. There's a few candles here and there, but it doesn't seem like it's enough of to call it support, because this is the strongest zone that I see in this area. Other than this, I know that there's this candle, but it rejected around here, and you have this too, but they just don't fit. They just don't make a zone, you know. It's not strong enough. And here you have a lot of rejections. So this is the level, and this is the next level, and I think it should fill this range. There's still a small chance we get a retest here, or maybe a big chance, I don't know. It's still there. No need to rush.
I don't know, guys. You can check the 4 hours. It doesn't look very good. I personally will skip this, but you will decide.
Yeah, so the 4 doesn't look good. I don't know. It's coming from resistance, it's getting rejected. The only bad thing here is that it already got rejected first. Otherwise, 4 hour wouldn't bother me, because you had all this consolidation before price breaking out of the zone. So it was for sure that you're gonna have some move to the downside.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but now the more time it takes, the riskier it gets. That's the problem now. See, now GU is pushing up. The 4 hour is not closed yet. There's another 2 hours until it closes, but maybe we'll get something here. This level, just look how this level was respected in the last few hours. A lot of rejections, then boom, you have a breakout, you have a retest, and continuation. Price comes again, rejections. See how it's respecting the level? Then you get another rejection here after price moving all the way to the downside. Then you get a close above. What does price? Comes down for another retest maybe. Gets around 3 rejections, then boom, price closes back in the range. What happens after? Comes for another retest, boom, continuation. Previous candle before this current one got rejected. Now this one is trying to push. I guess it's just one thing here. If this candle closes above, we're gonna have a retest and more continuation. And I think this time is gonna be for real that we're gonna have a bigger move, because it's just been staying here. A retest, a small move, a retest, a small move, a retest, a small move. We can expect like a bigger move now. At least we need to go to this next zone. After that, maybe some more continuation. But we know GBP can easily push 50 pips. It's not a problem for GBP to make a big push. Maybe EJ good opportunity to sell. EJ good opportunity to sell. I don't see where to sell on EJ. The place to sell on EJ was this. We talked about this, but we were not sure about this, so we skipped. This was the candle that did some kind of retest, because it was the 4 hour too. And I didn't like the 4 hour, that's why I skipped this, but it did respect the level and made a lovely move to the downside. Not bad at all. It was good. It was really, really good. Anyway, we missed it, we move on. Can't cry about it. We can cry a bit about your NZD because we're so unlucky. We only needed around 2-3 more pips and we would get this move. It did already 10 pips, 20, a little bit more. Yeah, see, around 12 pips move already. I guess we missed. We didn't miss, but we didn't get a chance. I guess this is done already. Almost 15 pips and it's at the next level. So unlucky. So unlucky. USD CAD is a mess. It's not giving us anything. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna wait for GU now. See, the thing is now you have another 40 minutes until the end of this candle, and in 40 minutes this can fly 50 pips. And we don't get a chance after that. So unlucky. in a CAD JPY short on daily. CAD JPY short on daily? I don't know. We'll wait for it. We'll see now. NZD USD, yeah, it's getting closer. It's getting closer and closer to the next level here. And then we'll see. We'll see. It's a nice consolidation box. Once it breaks, we're gonna take it, of course.
And the EU also is it's quite good. The range is small, but 6 pips break would be perfect for EU.
Don't look at EN. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it and see how it's melting. Man, look at this. I even said I'm taking it at 580 because I don't want to miss it. I even wanted to take it earlier, but still didn't get there. 570. It came at only 1 pips away. Oh my god. Yeah, see, 20 pips and it's pushing even more. It might make a massive move here, who knows. So unlucky. NZD US dollar can be very nice. About EU, let's check. EU has a small range. It's only 10 pips range to the next zone. Oh, you took a sell on your NZD. Okay, very nice. Darcy and you got some nice pips. I guess we were unlucky.
Yeah, EU has a small range, but I said that like 6 pips break. It would be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, if it does, it's already closer to resistance. I don't know if it comes for a retest after.
Yeah, it's small chance even if that it will come before it hits the resistance.
Yeah, we got a better chance on GU. No need to go to EU at all. We just take GU.
And EU is not best pair for me for my statistics. Yeah, I am still in profit, but it fakes a lot.
And it moves slow.
Yeah.
GU gives you quick pips.
I said,
Hello, Andrea.
hello. For the GU, I wasn't looking at it because I had this level. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so that level on GU I can see too, but I'm just focusing on which level is stronger. You know, if we go on the left, you can see the history of GU here, rejecting and rejecting and rejecting all the time, same level. You see these wicks here, they came almost all the way here and they closed below the zone. Look at how good every time price respected that. And this one here happened only one time, and this was just a small consolidation.
Yeah.
So I'm considering this as a minor zone. If you go on the left, we don't really had much here on the left. See, even these wicks, they got rejected from here. Maybe you can say these two, but still these came as a result that price rejected this zone and just stayed here for a while and then pushed. You know, this one is like a, I don't know how to say it, like a resting zone, because price was rejecting from this major and rejecting from this major. So price was just bouncing in between these two and stayed here for a while.
Okay.
So I've said before, every time you have big two big zones in between, price is gonna consolidate. It's gonna create a middle zone. So this can be a middle zone here. You know, price rejecting from two big zones, and it ends up creating a middle zone in between. Now this middle zone can be counted as strong or can be counted as weak, depends how big the level is in between, how big the range is actually. So if the range, how big the range is here, let's see. So the whole range here is 20 pips. Can you count this as a big range? No, it's only 20 pips. Can you count this as a big zone? No, I don't think so, because the two major zones have only 20 pips in between, and this was just a place where price, you know, stuck for a bit before deciding where it's gonna break or where it's gonna go. So it's just a small middle zone. I don't think this should be a worry for us.
Okay.
And also, if you go on the 4 hour, that doesn't really seem like a zone, you know. Even though, as I said before, GU is a bit messy, but I think the way candles are forming, we're gonna see some bullish continuation here, just based on the candles. Price rejecting and rejecting and rejecting. Now after this big pullback here, even this candle closed bearish, we're having a whole pullback on the 4 hour, and we're about to close bullish. Before this candle, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles rejecting from the same level, and they all closed here. So it makes sense now, after 5, 6 candles, to have another candle and close above all these. Just that tells you that price is breaking that zone finally. Finally, we're above that zone. Now you can say, what about these candles? These same candles rejected the same zone. They just closed a little above. Can they cause us problems? I don't know. I don't think so. Based on the momentum we have right now, I think we can have some more continuation. Now, this same zone, or these candles that are rejecting here, they're not really, you know, matching with other candles on the left. See how it goes through the candles. If it goes through the candles, this zone was just a new one or a temporary zone. It doesn't have history on the left. And if we see this level here, then this has a lot more history. You had this, just look at the zone, how much the rejections were on that zone. Look how big the rejection was. Look how big this was. Look how big the move to the upside was after we cleared this zone and we closed above. A retest and boom. Look how the rejection was when it came. This big rejection came from the upside and it reacted right away, got rejected from this. Look how big the move was to the downside from this same level. So I think this is a pretty strong level, and this small one shouldn't have an effect on it. I think we can be safe, especially if we get a good close on the 4 hour. We can take this as long term also, because it can fill this whole range to the upside. Because somehow you kind of have free traffic, you know. We can only have a little problem at this point here when it filled this range. After this, It's free traffic. See, there's nothing left. You just have this big bullish candle to fill, and we can get some nice pips here, I think. Let's wait and see. A good close on the 4 hour here gives a lot of hope. Gives a lot of hopes, I think, to us. Geo gonna retrace to the downside. Why, my friend? If you can explain to us. Geo looks strong looking on the 4 hour chart. I have similar view to yours. Let's take a look at your chart, Herman. This is an important 4 hour level. Yes, it is. And last move was a deep pullback, but that one to retest it precisely. Yeah, pretty major zone. And now coming from a rejection like this, breaking to the upside. Yeah, we might have a nice bullish move to the upside now. Erman, do you see? Yesterday you used also trend lines or a triangle. Look, you have another one here. See? If you're going to use these where price rejected this candle, first it rejected here, then it came deeper, also got rejected from support. Yeah, this can be just another retest, you know, and it can continue to move bullish. Then you have this zone, then you pass this one, and you fill the whole range. Then you can have another new high. That can happen too. But from all this, we can only focus on the break of this zone, and we catch a nice move. Weekly is downtrend. Daily making lower highs. Almost every time frame is downtrend. Weekly is downtrend on GBP USD. Okay, let's take a look. So you're saying that weekly is in a downtrend. I don't really see a downtrend here. I think this is an uptrend. This here is an uptrend. Look at this. Price move. This is a weekly chart. It's not a 1 hour. You know what does that mean? This here is just a small consolidation. That's it. Unless this breaks like a major zone, then I'm gonna count that it's a weekly downtrend, but it's not a downtrend. GBP is in a bullish trend right now, and this can be just a pullback. Why? Because you have a zone here on the weekly. This is causing GBP USD right now maybe to consolidate for a bit, but after it breaks this, you're going all the way up. You mean overall? This is overall. You can't watch this here because this is 2015. There's no overall here. The overall move here is bullish. If you look at this year, if you look at 2015, then you can say, yeah, from that point it's still bearish. But you look at the current situation, it's bullish right now. So I think it makes more sense for price to continue up right now. It's not that it has made a big bearish move, to consider that this is gonna still continue down. I'm not gonna say that 100% it's going up. It can reject and it can continue to the downside, but right now I don't see a reason yet. Yeah, the weekly has a strong resistance, but it's much higher. We have more room to push for now at least. Then in the long term, we can see what can happen. It can move to the downside, of course. It can move to the upside. It needs to break some levels to the downside to make that big move and push down. Do you think that GJ may fall hard? We don't know that, my friend. If GJ breaks this zone, then we can see a big drop. If it breaks this zone, because this is a very strong level. This is a very strong level. If we break this level, then this and this, these are next targets, most probably. There's not a lot of problems after breaking this level. Well, let's see. It's a matter of time. Okay, just want to share my review on NJ last night. We should avoid this kind of pattern in the future. What do you think, Sad? Okay, let's see. So what's the point here? We shouldn't trade when there's on a channel, when price is rejecting from a channel. Is that what you mean? Because see, this thing rejected like in the middle of nowhere, right? So that's why I'm not taking this into consideration that it might be a channel, because this only happens very, very rare. You know, unless this is coming from a strong zone, then of course I'm not going to take it. But it's not enough of a reason for me to say that it's on a channel and I'm not taking this. The only problem was that I was thinking yesterday, and I thought that this move was caused a bit from the news, I think, because we talked about yesterday how all the NZD, all the JPY pairs are dropping. They were all dropping at the same time. Then all of a sudden, when the new 4-hour opened, we had a whole pullback on all JPY pairs. So something happened there. I think was affected by the news. Then all JPY pairs did the same pullback. You saw GJ yesterday. See GJ? It did the same thing. See that big drop that we saw, and there was no pullback. Then after the new 4-hour opened, boom, you have a whole pullback, and then boom again. Look at this. This move is not more normal, because it makes no sense. You had a lot of momentum. The 4-hour broke below. It was fully positive for sells here. Then all of a sudden you have a whole change of direction and a whole change of momentum. It's going all the way to the upside. We didn't even get enough of a pullback. See, this only like 2 pips. It only rejects like 2 pips, and that's nothing. Having all this momentum to the downside and suddenly a whole pullback makes 0 sense. So I don't know. You can maybe try to avoid these kind of situations in the future if you think that it's gonna make you a problem. But for me, it's not enough to stop me to take that when I have a lot of positive, signs about the trade. I think this was just one time that it happened, because usually this is not what happens. The 4 hour giving a fake out is very rare. It's very rare. You can almost never see a 4 hour fake out unless something weird happens. But you can expect fake outs, of course. Fake outs can happen, but the case yesterday was not that. It just made no sense. You see, we had a lot of rejections. The 4 hour candle was very bearish. We had a lot of rejections. It had to reject, but yeah, unfortunately, I'm not ruling out that can't be the reason. Maybe that's the reason why. I mean, how we can find that out is if the next time we get a fake out, we're gonna see the reason why. If this happens to be a reason in more than one time, 2-3 times, then we know for sure that, okay, if we see a pattern like this, we're gonna try to skip, because this is resulting into a fake out most of the time. So what I mean is we need some history on this to see if more times like this is resulting in a fake out. So we wait for GJ to break and retest, or we're going to take impulse entry. We don't take impulse entry. We wait for the breakout and we enter on the retest. Impulse entries are not used here. We don't do that. Why? Because we don't use lower time frames. And usually impulse entries are done based on the lower time frames also. People that trade with lower time frames sometimes also take impulse entries, and that's just based on their strategy. It works for them, so it's all okay. For me, it's dangerous, so I don't prefer that. GJ, yeah, GJ is breaking. GJ has a 4 hour level here, it's so strong, and it's trying to break now. Look at this. The 4 hour is gonna close in another hour at 11, so it's not gonna be a 4 hour breakout. If it would be a 4 hour breakout, we would have a double confirmation, so that would be pretty nice. 1 hour and a 4 hour breakout. Domenico, good morning, welcome. EU is also trying to break out. EU is trying to break out. We'll see what happens. And we'll see about GU. See about it. The only thing that I want from GU is a 4-hour breakout, because I'm not sure to take it on the 1 hour unless I see the 4-hour, because this just gives me more confidence. If I see the 4-hour close, then I can take it. Otherwise, if we take the 1 hour, the 4-hour is still going to be open. Then what can happen? The 1 hour gets stuck and it doesn't push up, it stays at the same level, and 4-hour means closes below the range. What can happen then? Boom, a full drop. So here's an example. Yesterday I said the same thing about EA. See what happened here on EA? We said that if the 1 hour doesn't move up and closes above, then it's going to be a rejection on 4-hour. As the 4-hour closes below the range, then it can drop all the way to the downside. And that's exactly what happened. The 1 hour got rejected, which meant the 4 is going to close below. Then you can have a whole drop. Why? Because it failed to close above. And that's how the fake out comes. That's why taking a trade on the 1 hour before the 4-hour closes is sometimes a bit risky, especially if it comes late, right before 4 hours is gonna close. It's very risky, and I've seen this thing happening a lot of times. We'll see if GJ breaks, even though I'm not quite sure. GBP, I don't know. Every GBP pair is moving differently. Look at this. Big consolidation zone. Consolidation box. When this breaks up, it's gonna be a nice move. NJ for a sell after consolidation and breaking down. Let's take a look. I never trade GBP and ZD, but you know, it can be nice maybe after that whole consolidation when it breaks. Now, I don't think I'm gonna trade NZD JPY because there's not enough room to push to the downside. Skip it. We take the secondary pairs only when they have like a very good setup. Otherwise, if they're just a little bit messy, we skip it. We stay with the major pairs. Look at UJ, big drop. We have also NZD US dollar, which can be very nice if we do break above. It looks like not possible right now because we have another 10 minutes and it's a bit too far because we also need a push after it comes at resistance to close above. Doesn't look possible right now. EU is at resistance, not breaking yet. There's gonna be a lot more waiting right now. We don't have a setup that we can wait for right away after this candle closes. What's the best way to get in contact with who? With me? Just text me on Instagram. Any trades taken yet? Not yet, Malcolm. Not yet, we're still waiting. We didn't get a chance yet. Nice. GU is pushing. That's pretty good. It's going to be another hour of waiting after this one. But we'll have to wait. Patient pace. Even Aussie dollar has a zone here and it can be pretty nice if it breaks. It's a 25 pip range to the upside. Can be pretty good. See, a lot of setups are coming. They're just not gonna be at our session as it seems. Looks like EU is pushing. We might get a close above here. We might get something at the end of the day. Juice looking good, yeah. It's looking very nice. Just gonna take some time because we need a 4-hour close. I mean, the 1 hour is not bad at all. We're gonna make a decision when the candle closes here in GU. If I see that price is coming for a retest, we might go for it. We'll see. A precise 1, 2, 3 low was formed in 1 hour. What pair, Airman? AUD news around the corner. Where do you see that AUD news? As low impact. It's not gonna have any impact. But we do have some eerie news in the 1 hour. Why don't you swing trade? I do. I hold some of a trade sometimes. Because a lot of scalp trades can turn out into a swing trade. You know, it just depends. There are some trades that have potential and that you can, you know, keep them for long term. Okay, 3 minutes left, and we find out what's gonna happen. GJ looks like it's not gonna break. It got rejected. GBP getting a bit stronger right now. And GU is gonna have a clear close. Now the thing is, we can count this as a breakout, of course. It has gone pretty far actually, 17 pips. The problem is when it comes for retest, where we're gonna take it. Because it can retake a little higher, maybe this can act as support then. But I'm gonna wait for a deeper pullback. If it comes at 750, you know, I think I'm gonna take it. Yeah, GBP can give us a move before the 4 hour U4 hour opens maybe. Let's see. I don't know if I can count this that it came to the next zone. There's a little bit more room to push. A little bit more. I don't see this turning out into a whole fake out after this momentum. Anything can happen, but chances of continuation are much higher right now. Let's see, hopefully it doesn't push straight to the next zone after a new candle, because there's a lot of momentum and that can happen easily. Okay. We do have a close on Geo. Starting to push right away. We're gonna get a pullback or no? Let's see what happened with EU. EU did a break. Got rejected at the end. Maybe the best is to not touch EU right now, because we're gonna have some news in this hour or at the end of this hour. Let's see. Yeah, in 1 hour. In 1 hour, 11 a.m. There's some high impact news. Unemployment rate can affect euro. It can't even affect now. You know, can act strangely. NZD US dollar almost close above. Look how close this was. We almost got a breakout. But hold on, it's going to be very nice on the next hour, because if it pushes higher, it's going to be a 4-hour breakout. Look how strong the 4-hour candle is. This is massive. We can go all the way up and fill the whole range. Look how good the 4-hour is. It's kind of same thing with the GBP USD. You know, GBP USD also shouldn't disappoint us. It should be pretty good. We have two setups that can be epic on the next few hours. Two epic trades. It's just gonna be a matter of time. Euro and ZD was very nice, but unlucky. For 2 pips, it didn't come enough. Only for 2 pips. Look at the move. 32 pips move. This could have been massive. Anyway, we didn't get a chance. What can we do? We move on. Yeah, I hope to see a breakout on SD US dollar, because it's a 4-hour. If we do get a rejection in this hour, that's gonna be the worst thing, because the 4-hour closes below. After all this push, we get the 4-hour to close below. That's a shame. So we need to close above. Then we have a double confirmation. We have a 1-hour breakout and the 4-hour breakout, so we can be pretty sure that we're going to have some more continuation. Otherwise, we can get a close below on the next hour, because the 4-hour ends up below and things get weird after that. We need a good confirmation. GBP USD's already pushing, it's not stopping. I guess we're not gonna get a chance, but whenever the 4-hour comes here for the retest, I'm taking the risk. I don't care. Taking the risk whenever it comes. GBP USD might be going down, bro. It might, bro. Who knows? It might go down, it might go up, but the chances going up right now are higher than going down. You know, there's a lot of bullish momentum right now, and it's breaking zones. So there's a lot more chances that price goes up, not down. Watching the charts, of course. We have GBP USD, we have Aussie dollar that can break above and give us a nice rate. We have NZD US dollar that's almost above, but we need a 4-hour close. So we do have plenty of setups coming. We just now need to be a little bit patient until the next hour. Till the next hour we need to wait. And I think we're gonna have a setup. One of these needs to give us a setup. Especially this NZD US dollar, this can be epic. Look how many rejections we have. This is a massive consolidation. Finally breaking up, having a double confirmation, both 1 hour and 4 hour. Oh, this is gonna be good. We can have a whole day of continuation after pulling out of this consolidation. Let's take a look at your chart. Yeah, so this might be a good thing, but it's just not needed for us. All we gotta do is just wait for a break and retest. Just keep it more simple, but good idea. It makes a bit sense. If you use it more and more, it might make a lot more sense. So we'll see. We try to keep it simple, just wait for the break and retest of the zone and we're good. Do you think EN closed below support and can give another retest? It did actually. Actually, it did break below support here. But I don't know. I don't know. We have a few rejections from this level here. We have a few rejections from this level. and I'm afraid it can cause some problems. See the 4 hour? Yeah, look at the 4 hour. A lot of rejections at this level. We skip this. It's not safe. We just need to wait for the 4 hour and we're good. We decide then which one we're gonna take. Malcolm, you're saying to sell SVT US dollar. Why, my friend? Explain. We need an explanation of why do you want to sell SVT US dollar. And we need a valid reason. Okay guys, I'm just gonna get some water and I'll be back. Just gonna get some water. Hopefully the US dollar doesn't reject at the end and leave us with nothing. GJ on 1 hour minor zone. Yeah, I see this. Someone else also mentioned this, sent a chart. I can see that, but it's a bit dangerous, to be honest. It's a bit dangerous. I said this is the level that I would take GJ. That's the best level I can see for GJ, and it's safer than all others. This here is not strong enough, I think. It can easily, turn out to be a fake out. And 151.900, that's the safest, I think, for GJ. Look at GU now, it's not even gonna come back anymore. All we can do maybe is wait for this level here to have a retest. 1 hour and 4 hour not pretty much the same, because you can see the 4 hour is a little bit lower. I don't know, we'll see what happens. We need that 4 hour close, and then we can make a decision. Otherwise, right now, we don't really have not good signs, because it's going too far. It's only good one is NZD versus dollar. If this one rejects too, then we gotta be very unlucky. What do you think about EJ? What do you think about EJ? Nothing right now. I know there's a level here, and maybe you're thinking about a retest, but it's not strong enough. And you can see where it's coming from. It looks like it got rejected from the zone here. It's a 4 hour level. Skip EJ right now. It doesn't have a clear setup. Half my position on GU got stopped out. Took profits at 1.38. Should I have held? I don't understand. You got stopped, you took profits, should you have held? Explain it more to me. Need more explanation. Tell me where you took buys, maybe send a chart. Give me more details. What happened? You've been away for streams. I had to deal with stuff, but we're back. We're back now with streams every day. Dan, yes, send a chart and I'll take a look. Where you bought, why you got stopped. Great to have you back. Great to be back, my friend. Welcome, welcome. We have a few more minutes. We need to wait. If you guys have any question, don't hesitate. This is the setup we're waiting for, and GU. Gonna see what we do then, which one we decide to keep, which one we decide to take.
EU also breaking.
EU also breaking, okay. Good. But I would prefer NZD US dollar because it has bigger range to the upside. We'll see which one gives us a chance, because NZD US dollar might freeze. Oh, and also we have Euro news coming up, so taking EU is risky. There's a speech on Aussie dollar, but low impact. I don't know if it's gonna have any big impact. I don't think so. Let's take a look. Aussie dollar also, let's not forget, has a very nice setup. Dan, you didn't send a chart, my friend, because you might think it did.
Where do you guys see this Euro news? It's like in
It's on my FX book.
3
Why?
hours?
No, 24 minutes. See this one?
Okay, I do not have it. Yeah, see that. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, then we need to skip.
No, Dan, you didn't. On a daily time frame, you definitely see it's a downtrend. Malcolm, what you talking about? For what pair? Because I don't understand. GBP US dollar. So where on demand zone? Demand zone strong. One position got stopped at 1.37580. Second position, I panic sold at 1.38 instead of holding on my plan said. Look, I still don't know where did you enter. You entered here, or you entered at this candle? If I don't know. If you took profits at 138, you're not wrong actually, because if this was stop loss, it seems like you got the one-to-one risk reward, and this can be a bonus, and you're right to take profits here because this was the next zone, you know. It could reject from here all the way to the downside, so you got to secure your profits at least. It's sorry, it's not a classic setup how we trade, but your way of trading, I think you're not wrong that you took your profits at 138, because that was a strong zone and there's a chance of rejecting, so good. You took some profits, congrats. What you writing on your phone? Are you posting trade signals on your signal? No. There's no signal. If there's a signal, I share it with you guys too. Go. Aussie dollar wants to break. EU almost at the next zone. GU's pushing. It's going to be a very good close, to be honest, on GU. It's going to be a very nice close. It's just going to be hard to decide where to enter, because now it can reject from 1.37900, maybe come even a little deeper, but definitely we're gonna fill this range. It has to, because I don't see a problem to stop this from going to the next level. I don't see that. On the left you do have this level which is the same, so there's no traffic. This is free traffic to the upside. All we gotta do is wait for a retest. We can risk by taking at 1.37900. Let me see how many pips stop loss we can use. Maybe 15 pips stop loss, and we have a range of 30 pips. Really pretty nice. That's pretty nice. We have a good range. It's just only in the US dollar. It's not pushing to give us a good close. We need a good close here. Otherwise, it's not enough. There's a weak close. No worries, Dan. Whenever you have a chart, just send it. Don't hesitate, guys, to send charts. I need to see your analysis and everything. I like the new design of your logo. Yeah. How does it look, guys? My new logo looks fire, right? Rate my logo. Finally, I have a professional logo. Because all of the others were just, some weird ones. Simple. Not simple, complicated ones. Your NZD was good, yeah, but it didn't come enough. Because, yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to enter. Now we have NZD US dollar, and that's what we're gonna wait for. Oh, NZD US dollar looks good though, because it broke this major level, and it's getting rejected from this. But we're in between these two major levels. It might fill the range to the upside now. What do you think about taking CAD JPY? I don't see a setup on CAD JPY. No, don't take anything here. See the chart? It's some weird chart. I don't like it. We need more rejections, not just these long wicks and candles. We don't like that. We like when it's like this. All the candles rejecting the same level. That's where the clean setup is. Not this. This is weird. It's not good. Hi. Hello, Sergey. Would you ever transition to institutional concepts? I don't know. Have no idea about institutional concepts. I have a perfect strategy. I can make a lot of money with it. I don't really need institutional concepts at all. This strategy can make you enough money. But I can see what it is, I can look what's that about. Is it something worth watching or using? You need to be open about all the other things. If there's something better than break and retest, then I'll take a look, of course. Why not? If there's something better than break and retest, of course I'm gonna look at it, but until now I haven't seen anything better than break and retest. It's just break and retest has so much consistency, and I've been using for so long. I know everything about it. I know how the market behaves, how to manage break and retest, how to execute, where to not take it, where to take it, where it's more risky when there's not risky, when it's secure. Everything about it. When you deal with something for so long, you learn everything about it. Philip, send me a chart or something to demonstrate what that is, and we can take a look. Wakas, hello. How about Euro USD? Joey, Euro USD is good, but we do have news coming up, my friend. And you can see some high impact news in 12 minutes. So that means it's risky to trade it. Geo buys at 790. Geo buys, how do you mean 790? 4 hour? I don't know, Nick, to be honest, because GBP USD can reject from here and can come deeper. If you don't want to take it here, then yeah, let's take at 790 or 900. Wait. Which one you're saying? 37900. Okay. So you're saying take it at this level? I guess, yeah. It just makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense here. Take this. We have free traffic. There's nothing on the left. The 4 hour is closing. I guess more than 10 pips, or at least 10 pips. Yeah, 13 pips. Good clean breakout. A 4 hour breakout is always a strong confirmation. Why not? I think we should take it. What's the winning percentage of break and retest strategy? What can I say? It's very high. It's very high.
For me, for last 6-7 months, it was 73%.
73%. Yeah, pretty nice. If you look at with months, you have 100%, because you didn't end any month in a loss. They're all in profit.
I mean, like separate trades.
Yeah, separate trades, yeah. Okay, original buying zone, bullish rejection zone, EA 4 hour. So you bought here. It's a pretty risky way to trade, to be honest, because you need some more confirmation. You took buys. I mean, it's at support. It can make sense, but I would suggest you to use more confirmations, not just take a trade based on what there's support and I'm taking buys, because you can easily break that support. And also you're using way of big stop loss. See, there's a 50 pip stop loss. 50 pips stop loss. What's the downside about this? To have a 50 pip stop loss. If you lose this trade, you're taking 50 pips. Now, to make this back, it's going to be very hard because you need to find a perfect setup that's going to give you at least 50 pips to make this loss back. That's why we don't prefer using big stop loss like this. That's why we use 10 pips, maximum 20 pip stop loss. Why? Just look how easy it's to make a 10 pip stop loss back. It's so easy. It's not necessary to use a big stop loss. I know that you're risking 1% of your account with these 50 pips. That's good that you're using only 1%. But it's going to be very hard for you to find another trade that's going to give you 50 pips profit. You know, it might take a week or two maybe until you find another trade that's going to give you that. And what if you lose 2 in a row? You know how your mentality is going to be different then. You're going to be more scared to take the third one because you already lost 100 pips. 2 trades with 50 pips. It's too much. That's why you gotta find a way to enter in a safe position where you know that it's not going to be a deep pullback. You know that it's just going to be a small retest. You can use a small stop loss. Then you can extend your take profit. You can hold for longer and you can manage your trade. It's just a lot more harder. Mentally, you're going to be thinking about how hard it's going to be to make all that back. You know, because there are a lot of times where there's going to be a lot of consolidation, and you're not going to get these 50 pips or 100 pip moves. Okay, we have another 6-7 minutes. We look what's going to happen, and if nothing happens, we got to move on. Let's see. So in our list right now, we do have NZD US dollar, but looks like it's going to close very weak. And we have GBP USD, which is very good. So if we get GBP USD, we're going to take it at 1.37900 if we get a chance. Yeah, to be honest, that's a hard way to trade. Just find something that's easier, you know. Break and retest is a simple strategy. Simple strategy. Maybe in the beginning it's a little bit harder to, you know, learn everything, to know how to manage in different situations, where to take it, where to not take it, and these kind of things. But once you get used to it, it's very easy, you know. It's easy to spot a break and retest. Easy to enter a break and retest, all these kind of things. Doesn't require a big stop loss. You know, the drawdown, look at the drawdown. The drawdown is most of the time a 0. Just if I go and review all my trades, 80% of the time there's no drawdown. Look at these trades. Just look at this. See, zero drawdown. Look at this. 1 or 2 pips maybe. Look at this. Zero drawdown. Look at this. Zero drawdown. This had like 2-3 pips drawdown. Look at this. 0.0001 drawdown. Look at this. And this. And this. And this. This was a loss. Just look at this move and look at the drawdown, zero. It's just this way of trading is so perfect when you look at it. Don't you think GU's going to consolidate now if you also see the other big 4-hour candles on the chart? What other big 4-hour candles? I don't know if it's going to consolidate. It doesn't matter. What we're going to do is we're going to wait for a retest here. If it doesn't come for a retest, then either it's going to consolidate here or continue to the next zone. If it goes to the next zone, then we don't have any kind of trade here. But if it comes for a retest, then we're going to take it 900. Is it going to move straight to the next zone and give us 20 pips in 1 minute? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But we got to be patient. If we're taking the trade on the 4-hour, that means that it can take up to 4 hours to work out. So we got to be patient. But most of the time, break and retest is trading momentum. That means momentum is strong and you can have the move right away. So most of the time we don't need to wait for hours and hours. Usually sometimes the trade is done in 15 minutes, sometimes half an hour, sometimes might take an hour or two, but it never takes for hours and hours. Unless it's UJ. UJ can take hours because UJ is very slow. We always take UJ and then we end up closing at break even because it doesn't move at all. Okay guys, now we're gonna have a close on GBP USD and it's gonna be so good. The 4-hour is closing without a top wick. What does that mean? That means it's gonna be very, very nice. What are we going to do now? Remember, because I'm gonna have to go now and I might not be here. We're gonna take buys at 1.37 900. We're going to use a 15 pip stop loss. And don't forget 15 pip stop loss around here. Around here. Buys here. Target is whenever you feel pleased with your profit, take them, but at least 1-to-1 risk reward. We have a good range to fill, almost 30 pips, so all we need is a flip. A flip gives us 20 pips and it's over. I don't know if it's gonna come, but hopefully it does, and when it comes we're gonna be here to take it. NZD US dollar, not a breakout. Maybe there's a breakout, a small break, because it closed a little bit above, but I can't trust it is too weak. So I'm gonna trust GBP USD. Hopefully it comes. You're gonna need to make a pretty big pullback, but it doesn't matter. GBP USD used to make these. look at this candle. This candle alone is 50 pips. So we're gonna need like a 20 pip, 25 pip pullback. Maybe it comes a little deeper. So it doesn't matter for us. We know, because usually the retest comes half of the breakout candle. So if it comes deeper, don't get scared. It might be a bit deeper pullback, but we should be good. We should be good when it comes. Don't forget, buys at 1.37900. For today, I'm gonna have to go. Thank you everyone for being here, and see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, same.
Thanks, Zed.
Have a nice day, everyone. Have a nice day. See you. Thank you for being here with me today. And see you tomorrow.